What's up, everyone? Welcome back to Valheim. So, ooh, are you okay? Okay, you are gotta harvest you guys. You're not 1 stars. I'm waiting on to see if I can get an extra 1 star, so I can just start getting those only. All right. Yeah. Welcome everybody to just various things I'm taking care of as I'm uh getting stuff done here. I'm mainly waiting on the wolves to grow up because I need their meat to make my next food for Eider. You can see it down there on the bottom left. I only got one left. It takes 6 meats to make one, so it's a crap ton of meat. Oh man, just to make one of those things. I think it's a little much personally, but it is what it is. Just waiting on them to grow up. Once I start getting 1 stars, I think I'll be fine. But I'm almost done anyway. This video, we're going to go fight Motor. But let me give you an update. So we're doing pretty good with the magic mod. The next deal was a coffin that we can make in Necromancer. It's fine wood, silver, freeze glands, and obsidian. And that allows us to make the coffin, which allows us to make the pale set, which is about resisting frost, 3% health regen, +6 blood magic. Our old set, the sanguine set, was 2% +4. So, nice to have. We also now have an unholy swamp staff. You get some Ymir flesh. If you don't know to get Ymir flesh, go find Haldor. He sells it for 75 coins, I think, per one. I have a mod that changes traders to have like discounts and stuff like that, and also allows you to sell things individually when you go to sell things like rubies, amber, and stuff like that. You can choose what to sell. So that's how I got the Ymir flesh. That's where you go get it, is Haldor. And you also need it to make the next Grimoire. You need 10 of it. And that gives you 2 health regen, 1 Eiter regen, and +2 spirit. The swamp staff does poison damage, of course. And then once you get into the mountains, you unlock the pale set. You need to make sure you get a wolf head from the regular wolves, and because you need that to make the wolf cape, to be able to make the wolf cape, which you need to be able to make other things like the wolf set. You need ferris claws to make the pale set and stuff like that. You also need a lot of hide. This mod has more use for hide than any other mod I've used so far. So go hunt deer. Like, seriously, just go hunt deer. I've had to go hunt deer like 3 extra times compared to the other mods. They all pretty much every one of these things needs deer hide, almost. So make sure you get plenty of deer hide going. You also need the wolf pelt, some silver, some ferris claws to make it. And stuff like that. And then there is the frost head totem, which you need a Dargor Elite trophy. If you don't know, they're kind of special enemies in the swamp. You got to find one of the spawners for the Dragar, and then elites will spawn. The elites are always the ones with the purple eyes. That's how you can tell. They'll also say that they're the Dragor elite when you see their nameplate. But if you, in case you have somehow have the nameplates off or something, they're the ones with the purple eyes. You got to kill those, get ahead, and then you can get some freeze glands, some silver, and some wolf fangs, and you can make this thing. It summons the Dragor elites. Don't get rid of your skeletons, even though they're the new melee guy. Don't get rid of your skeletons because you can summon them at the same time. You can have at this point I can have 3 skeletons, 3 of the blood archers, and 2 of the Dragar elite at a time. The skeletons die pretty quickly though, so they're not going to stick around long, but they still do stuff. And then we have the, like I said, the Draga Book, Ymir Flesh, Deer Hide, Ancient Bark, Coal. Allows you to get that. So there's all that stuff. Whoops. And stuff like that. I also have the the Arctic Sherpa pack now. So at level 4, so I have like the frost resistance, the featherfall, and stuff like that. So we don't have to worry about that. I have the wishbone on. I have a utility, the weight belt as well still. I have this hip lantern. It's a mod. And also, once you get cores and things to make the hip lantern, in your regular crafting is a crafting deal to craft 1 circling core into the hip lantern that refuels it. So there's that. Stuff like that. I've got the keys to unlock things. I've already... I settled right here on purpose because there was a straight boat ride over to the motor area, which is up here. Here's Hildur. Here's the Bog Witch right there. And there's my iron mine. So if I need to go to either one of these, I can just go from the iron mine. I got some egg spots marked to pick them up for the motor fight. The only thing I didn't like about this map personally is that the spawn point was so far away for some reason from the Ichthyr fights. I don't know. But with the Ichthyr fights being down here, I was able to, and the Elder here, I was able to go here and set up a home right here in this meadow area right before a big deal of the Black Forest. And I have a straight shot with my boat all the way up to the motor base. I was hoping that I could just walk across the ocean during winter, but the ocean didn't freeze until like day, I think 7 or 8 or something like that. And it was day 5 when I took off in the boat. I saw some like ice by the time I got over there to the other area in the water, but they were just icebergs. They weren't actually frozen, a frozen river yet. So. Okay, we did get a 1-star cub. Okay. My boars are doing boar things. I have turnips. I have onions now. Cloudberries. I guess I have a full cloudberry thing. Yes, I do. Okay. I'm just going to get rid of those then. Yeah, I did get some cloudberries. I've got turnips here. The cosmic berries that grow in the plains, I've got those here if I ever wanted them. Sorry, I'm just very... The weather is terrible in my area. It's like, it's for Christmas, we're having like 70, high 70 degree weather. So it's just throwing off my sinuses, something terrible. I got a barrel for my meads. Don't need the frost meads anymore since I have the Sherpa pack. 3 fermenters. Finally got the iron cooking station running. Some wolf meat is in here. The food preparation deal, butcher's table, spice rack, cauldron, mead kennel, all my deals. A big iron storage for holding all my seeds and stuff. Now, wow, it's just terrible. I have the Odin mod. I switched from the Pieces mod by Black S87 or 78. I can't remember their name off the top of my head. But I switched to the Odin mod for buildings. That's how I made this building right here. This is where all of my storage and my furnaces and my charcoal kilns are. I kind of went big with it just to see how it went. And this is it right here. I also somehow unlocked the hot tub. And when I have it before in one of these things. Let me go ahead and just throw that back out there. The reason why I'm keeping that stone, even though my stone deal is full, if I ever want to build something this big again, if I ever wanted to build something this big again, you need a ton of stone to do it. So I have wood, fine wood, core wood, stones, hides, trophies, drops in the meadows, drops from Black Forest, drops from swamp, drops from plains, drops from mountains. Because I kind of got drops. I kind of got drops from the plains before I got drops from the mountain. Really, when I went over here, I accidentally went this way first instead of this way, and then an empty one for whenever I need it. This one is just holding my scrap. I need to make things. This is and also my iron is off in here. I need to get a dedicated storage for those. Coal, storage for silver. This is storage for copper. And this is storage for tin. Right here. So, yeah. It's a bunch of stuff. And it came together really well. I used these flat plates for the outside wall area. I used the stone brick pattern for the inside wall area. I used the big settings. So this is the stone bricks, big brick stone floor. And this is the stone floor slab that I use for the walls, for putting walls on. And then I have these exercise stone walls that I used for going around. Where I couldn't fit, I placed a column if I needed to, like this right here is a column. I used the big wooden roofs for the roof and stuff like that. So I used all of that. This is the big iron storage that I'm using for my storage. You need iron, fine wood, wood for it. The ship I used to get across, I used the warship from the Odin Ship Plus mod. Oh, I did get to. Okay, cool. Um, things like that. Oh, right. That's why I was able to unlock the hot tub. I found some tar when I was over at when I got my iron mine. I found some tar and picked it up. I was trying to remember how I got that. And things like that. But yeah, everything really turned out really well. I haven't run into any problems or anything, like making anything or anything. I have like I'm not sure what it is, but there's some kind of memory leak with one of the mods. I'm not sure which one. I'm thinking it's the hip lantern mod, but I can't be sure. Because when I have it on, twice now, I've had like my flames just drop. First they drop from like I usually run around 120 or something like that. They just drop to 60, which okay, just say fine. I'll play at 60. But then eventually I'm dropping down to like 10 and 6. So I got this base right here because I needed some place to go really, really quickly so I could like log out. I shut down my computer and everything just to make sure I cleared memory for a good few minutes and then came back and the game was fine. So I think there's some kind of memory leak. And the second time it happened, the only thing that was different is I had my lantern on. Well, not different, but the same was I had my lantern on at the time. So you can like right click your lantern to turn it on and off and stuff like that. And it can stay in that slot with the extra slots mod. It could be a combination of the extra slot mods with the hip lantern, but they're made by the same person, so I don't know why they would be having an issue, but they may be having an issue. So, yeah. We'll just see. But we're going to go fight motor as the last thing we do this week for this mod. It is very good. I like it a whole lot. I don't like the staffs because they're just so low in damage, but I love the summons. I just recently got the summons for the Dragor Elite, and I just went out. I was hunting down deer, so I went out that way and like went over here to the Black Forest. I knew there was a bear. I didn't know it was a 1-star bear, but my guys just pretty much just ran him over. At that point, when I had the full party out, the skeletons, the blood archers, and the Dragor Elite guys, the frost guys, they're called the frost head totem guys. So yeah, they're frozen. I think they're called the frozen dead. Yeah, they really just like took the crap. They just took the bear, and then later on, even further up the coast, like right in here, there was a troll. I saw a troll outside of a troll cave. I figured, you know what? Let's see what they can do to a troll. It turned out it was a 1-star troll, and they like ganked him in like about 30 seconds. He, of course, killed the skeletons because the skeletons have no health, but still, the other guy, they contributed enough that they just ganked him in like about 5-10 seconds. So yeah, that was a fun thing to find. So let's head on out. Let's go kill Motor and see what we got here. But I'm loving the summons. They're just awesome. The magic is not that great. In fact, I would recommend, I think you can. Let me see if I can find it real quick. Where is it? Viking Summoner. If you can go to the staffs and edit their damage somehow if you can. Yeah, see how it says the where is it? The spirit damage, double it. Just double it. If I'm going to use this mod in the future and I'm not using any other mod that has different spells to use, double it. If not a little bit more, maybe 2.5. I'm not sure. It's very bad. and things like that. Just go ahead and go ahead and double it and see how it does, because it's just terrible. I'm getting these out so I can use them. Get that out of my inventory. In fact, I'll go ahead and take this out, that out, that out, and put these up here in case I need them. So there's motor right there. I have an egg, like a little bit past motor, that I can grab. So we're going to go do that. Right over here at the circle. Because this, the poison doesn't even... I mean, that time it did. I don't know why. I think it's because I just upgraded the staff to level 2. But the poison at a level 1 staff can't even two-shot the, can't even two-shot the dragons. You still need a third shot. If a level 1... If a level 1, staff could two-shot one of the drakes, it would be fine, but since they can't, I would recommend, like, upping the damage, like, a lot. Yeah. Upgrading the staff to level, like, the next level helps, but the damn thing takes so much resources. Either reduce the cost of the staff upgrades or increase their damage, one or the other. Because it seems kind of off to me, like, pretty much. I was hunting these guys all last night and I got like 3. And I've already matched that. Alright. Really? Okay, I'm gonna have to go take care of him first. Um... I can see these guys tank. Oh, I finally got me a trophy. Nice. I don't need that. Alright, while these guys are around, let's go ahead and summon. All right. There's no healing. Of course, all the stuff costs health, so of course there's no healing. Yeah. Just can't hit him. It's going to go a lot faster once he lands. Ow, that hurt. Yeah, see, it goes a lot faster once he lands. And they tank pretty well. The Dragor Elite. Skeletons, of course, have no health. Alright. Gotta be careful while him flying around. Yeah, his frozen breath does nothing to these guys, which is kind of cool. Got him. Yeah, they're just waiting on him to land, which is cool with me. There we go. Okay. I need to get over here. Run! While I'm resistant to frost, I'm not as resistant as those guys. But they should kill him this time, unless he takes off. And yeah, he's taking off, so he'll, when next time he lands, they'll kill him. Which is going to help out a lot. Got him poisoned, so he'll tick a little bit while he's up there. You gonna land? Nope. Hit you again to get you ticked. There you go. Come on, hit him. Where do y'all guys going? Their AI is screwing off because he's next to a cliff for some reason. I don't know why. There he goes. Got him. All right, cool. Y'all guys did good. Yeah. They decided to screw off for some reason. I'm not sure. Like right here at the end. I think because like he was like right here at the edge of the cliff is why. And they were trying to run around to get to him, thinking they could get to him that way, not knowing that they just needed to go the other way. So, but it was cool. It was about what I expected, how the fight to go. They did a lot more damage than I thought they would. I'll give it that much, but that was great. That was great. That was the easiest fight I've had out of them yet. Also, that's a deal of silver that I uncovered when I was preparing the boss fight there. So that was interesting to find. And I did do 2 frost caves that I found. There was only 4. I did this one. No, there was 3. I did this one and this one. I didn't do that one. No Howling Cave this time around, unlike the Wizardry mod. So we didn't find a Howling Cave. I didn't fight the mini boss that was off in there. My thoughts, the summons are excellent. I love the summons. So one thing I'm going to try is I'm going to try and mix and match. But we also have the Magic Supremacy mod to try out as well. So we'll have to see how that goes with it. Gotta go put that in. Didn't need this one anymore. Take that. There. Need to find my mountain drops. That off in there. And then trophy needs this and that in it. Hides. And let me throw my potions down off in there. 7, 8. Here. And we got some wolf meat as well. Alright. Also make potions for healing. That's why I have those. I would definitely make those. I was starting to run into issues of not regenerating health quick enough before, you know, the deal of before the deal of running into issues with health with tough enemies like the big tree monster abomination things out of the swamp. That was really where I started to feel it. All right, let's head on back and we'll we'll go and turn in our deal. We got a long way to go to get up there to it. So just be aware that we got a long run. In fact, we'll use our toxic mount from the deal. We didn't get a mount from Motor. It's a random if you get a mount or not. But we didn't get a mount from Motor, unfortunately. Also, if you want to get deer, really, go to the Black Forest. You get a lot more deer there. If you haven't played Valheim before, you get a lot more deer spawning in the Black Forest. Just be aware of the bears, especially if you're early on into things. I can't remember if I put a bridge over here or not. I don't think I did because I didn't have the deal yet. Yeah, I'm gonna have to put a bridge over here. And that's how I basically make my bridges now. Almost got it. A stamina regen so I can run up the mountain. But yeah, that's the only thing I don't like about this map is that the spawn point is so far away. But it works really nice. And there's Motor. Hi. I'm gonna take your deal. Cool. So yeah, I turned the number of passives up so I could have at the same time up. So I could have all the bosses. Since I turned on the passive mod, I just turned it where I could have all of them at the same time. It's kind of fun. So this one gives me 10 additional damage as frost. Twitch 20% chance to have tailwind while sailing. Increases maximum carry weight by 100. Increases movement speed by 5%. So yeah, that is real nice. So yeah, I'm just going to head back over here, and this is going to be the end of this video. I hope everybody enjoyed this little deal. Like I said, if you want to play with the Viking summoning mod, the summons are awesome. They work really, really well. But the spells, not so much. The spells, not so much. So just be aware that you either turn down the crafting, the upgrade requirements, or turn up the damage. One or the other is how I would say. Unless you, like I said, unless you mix and match with another magic mod that has terrible summons but great spells. Yeah. That's another thing I'm probably going to test. I'll probably won't record that one. But what I was planning on doing is putting on the magic revamp mod and seeing if the healing spells from the magic revamp mod can heal the summons from this mod. If so, that would be freaking awesome, really. I would love that. But I'm thinking either we're going to get a crash from that or it just won't do anything. I'm betting on pretty much doing nothing, really. Crashing, I would expect to happen if, like, it was going to crash from just having the two mods on. Because there's some kind of conflict between them, like we have some kind of infinite loading loop or something like that because they use the same code for something against the and it just can't resolve the conflict for some reason. Um, so yeah, that's what I'm expecting is we would get a crash like right away if it was going to do that. But yeah, so I want to try that out, see if that works or not. It'd be one of the best things to try. But we still have magic. Like I said, we still have magic supremacy to try, and that's the one people have kind of recommended. Or is a as the magic mod of greatness. So we're going to try that out next time we play. Um, Next time we play Valheim. Next week is Story of Seasons again, so hope you enjoy that. But then we'll be back and we'll do the Magic Supremacy mod and we'll see how that goes. So thank you for watching. I'll see y'all later. Y'all have a nice time, whatever time it is in y'all's part of the world. Bye.